Baba Booey.
Thank you.
Oh,
Jack.
Christ. I forgot to change my thing again. No. God damn it.
Been sitting here for 6 minutes.
Everyone loves bloopers.
Hang on, this will take like 20 seconds.
You guys know on Roll20, if you double click the chat, it pops out in a different window.
Oh.
I did not know this.
I didn't either. I accidentally double clicked it and then just the chat popped up.
Okay. There we go.
We good? Everything all bueno now?
Everything's all good now. We got it. Hello everyone, my name is Eli. I am your Dungeon Master / Archivist, and welcome back to the 20-Sided Archives Chapter 1, Chronicles of Umaria Chapter 1, Shadow Falls. I am here, joined, as always, by Jared.
Howdy.
Brian.
I got a potato.
And Casey.
I want your potato.
Fuck no.
I could go for some potatoes.
No.
Last where we had left off, our companions here, our group of adventurers, unwilling or not, had finally managed to leave the Greenlit Hills within Umaria and begin their traveling further up towards the mountains. But first, they had to get across a river. It wasn't too bad at first. Everyone was prepared and ready to cross the cold waters that were somewhat frozen over. But something in the mountains caused ice that was holding back torrents of water from a waterfall within the mountains. Broke away after something caused a tremor, sending a flood of freezing water down the mountains, down the waterfall, rapidly approaching our companions. Redwood and shrub are currently on the banks of are still on dry land on the bankside of the river. Chisel has been bundled in a series of blankets and furs and is being lifted above Seven's head as Seven, our lovely ranger, begins to move across the river. He only maybe got around 40 or 50 feet away from the water before the tremor occurred, noticing the torrent of water beginning to move quickly down the mountains. So, here is how we are going to do this. Hold on. Music must...
Everyone start making backup characters.
Yeah, everyone just immediately pull out your backup characters, like, right now.
I'm good.
I could probably make mine in a minute.
I'm set. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have ideas.
I have a potato, and that's all I have.
You
Can I roll to steal potato?
No,
Fuck
you may
you.
not.
It's such a
First-
terrible potato.
You have to get to Brian's house first.
I have the address now.
You do
Yes,
have his
have you?
address. I also have his address, though.
That's a butter knife, Brian.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. I'm mistaken.
Good lord.
Is it not a knife, but it is a tool of pain.
This is way too melancholy for what I wanted.
We can get crazier if you want.
Muppets!
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted either.
Yay!
Nope.
No, it's the Muppet Show.
Nope. Christ, why is this so bad? I hope you guys know that they are currently waving their arms about like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, doing the Kermit wave.
Like a car salesman tube man.
Oh, the inflated. No, I
Yep,
can't do
you
it.
got it.
Car salesman
Yeah,
tube man.
Alright. Now that we are all properly immersed and ready, here's how things are gonna go. Obviously, in D&D, there are no proper rules on how to judge the speed of a river compared to the speed of our players.
Or if there is, we don't know him.
If there is, I do have the dungeon manual out, and unfortunately, it doesn't have anything like that. But it does have the swim rules. So, here's what we're going to do. Right now, we have one currently status-wise. Brian, Chisel, you are currently bound, making you restrained, which means that you will have to make strength checks should you go under. The way that swimming works here is that so long as you do not have any magical ability to do so, in order to swim for an hour, you must make a DC 10 con saving throw or gain a level of exhaustion. We all know how exhaustion in this game works.
It sucks.
Being able to hold your breath as well, you can do so for as many minutes as your Constitution modifier. Lastly, water visibility. You are all currently... This is a river, but it's, early age. No one's polluting anything yet. No one's making the waters gross as hell. But it is cloudy. So you will be able to see things underwater about maybe 10 or 15 feet ahead of you. Lastly, there are no footholds that you can see above water. And if there were that you can see at the current moment, you would need to make dexterity saving throws against the raging river. Or strength, depending on how I'm feeling at the moment. Redwood, if I'm correct, and you can prove me wrong here, you are not at the level to have a swim speed yet. When you...
No.
Wild shape. Okay. So, we're going to roll initiative for the raging water. Everyone at the table is going to roll their initiatives. We're going to make it a collective. And if they manage to beat the water, they get to go first. If not, well, you know how that goes.
I'm pretty sure we have a good chance.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance. I will be...
I'm only dragging people back.
I will be kind, and I will roll this on table for you guys. Come on.
Is it a nat one? It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Initiative.
So,
Jared, you barely beat.
Redwood.
I accidentally hung up the Discord.
Right, alright. Redwood barely beat the one.
Yeah, I would say I got a nat 20, boy.
We've got 25.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
We got 25, 9, 20 for our friends here. And then a 9 for the Raging River. So, with our initiative set, you guys get to go first. You have a single round to decide what actions you are going to take before the water hits you full force.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Shape Water to. Well, Chisel, can you do anything?
Chisel was bound above Thevin's head in a sack.
If you had Thornwhip, you could probably grab him, but
Shape Water, I can turn a 5-foot cube area of water to push him out.
Okay, I would say that would be... The water isn't directly in, like, here yet.
It doesn't have to be the Raging Rapids, just the water around us currently. Just,
Okay.
well, basically water cannon his butt.
I would say...
wait.
I would still say that would need to be with him being submerged, which he is not at the moment.
Okay. So then I will do that with Shrub.
So you put Shape Water around Shrub as she begins to quickly move her way across the river. Little doggy paddle as she moves as fast as she can. Her fur, like before, because the water is cold, is beginning to turn white.
He's white and soggy.
So I will say Shrub will be under the same rules and circumstances as everybody else on the table. So you will need to roll like dex checks and everything for her. What is her Constitution modifier?
Shrub's Constitution modifier is a +2.
That's how many minutes Shrub will be able to hold her breath underwater before she begins to drown.
I'm just trying to push her past.
You just
Yes.
trying to torpedo her. Okay.
I always felt that was a little too short. Because an average human has a 10 in con, and they can hold their breath for 3 minutes. I know, it's the rules. It's just, in my opinion, it's always felt short.
And
When you have a +5 in con, you only get 5 minutes.
Then you will
Anywho.
have to take it up with the wizards of the beach.
anywho, so you are propelling Shrub forward using a mixture of, like, using Shape Water. What is the casting range on Shape Water? How far
30 feet.
how far can you continue to push her?
I can continuously cast it because it's a cantrip. The active area is 5 feet, but my range is 30.
Okay, I would say
Which
you.
means I can have up to 2 of them active at a time.
Okay, I would say then if that's the case, you would be propelling Shrub for 30 feet around. Just for this first round, but if you continue holding up the spell, then you would be able to continuously push her across the water.
Okay.
Okay. Theven, what are you doing? You currently have a
Yeah.
bundle with your companion above your head. You can see the water rapidly approaching from across the way.
okay. Which coast am I closest to?
You're closest to the shore that Redwood was on, so you guys are actually closer to the shore near the Greenlit
The
Hills
southern
area.
shore.
Yeah, the southern
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So pretty much, I assume it's difficult terrain if I move.
It is very difficult terrain, yes.
Okay. So
You are in like mid torso deep water at the moment.
yeah. Quick calculation here, because my movement speed is not a flat number.
Yeah, isn't yours like 45 or something?
35.
I would
So
say
that'd be-
I would say round up for your
Round it. Okay, so that's gonna be 16 feet of movement if I just walk. How far away am I from the bank?
You are 50 feet away from the bank.
50 feet. So yeah, even my dash, I would not be able to make it, and dashing is an action. So what Thev is going to do is he's going to move that 16 feet closer to the bank.
We'll say
And he
15
is-
for the sake of brain. We'll say 15 for the sake of brain.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. 15 feet. And he is going to yeet Chisel, pulling the release strap on the bundle like last time, and hopefully the momentum of the Beyblade's rip sends him the rest of the way.
So, you are going to roll. So, what's going to end up happening is, Chisel, I want you to make me a dex check, or dexterity saving throw, whichever you prefer. And then.
I
and then,
dex save.
and then Theven, roll me a strength check.
Okay, a straight strength.
I don't gain any modifiers for.
So-
That's 7.
You manage to pull the strap and release him, but you do not get him close to the riverbank. You maybe manage to throw him like 5-10 feet away from you. Chisel, how tall are you?
Well, I'm 4 foot even.
You are an even 4 foot. You
I have to swim.
You immediately submerge in water. What is your constitution modifier?
That is a 3. Yeah, 3.
You can hold your breath underwater for 3 minutes. Now, everyone has done what they wish to do. Redwood, are you staying on the riverbank?
I haven't.
Oh wait, sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Chisel, you just got thrown by your companion and are now submerged up to the top of your head in water that you can only see about like 10-15 feet in front of you. You know that there's a very rapidly approaching river. You may be able to start swimming in one direction or another if you wish.
Would you say I'm about halfway in the river? Because that's what, like 20 feet? No, that's closer to 30 away from the shore.
You would not no. You guys had like a pretty decent distance to get across the river with. But it was shallow enough that you guys could walk across it if, Seven continued hoisting you. Like, Seven would be at, like, it would literally just be at his underarms if he were to walk fully towards the center of the river. But now there's rapidly approaching water. So, at the moment, you are around, like, 30 feet or so away from the riverbank that Redwood is standing on.
And I can't even make that with my movement.
You would also, in order to swim against the movement of the water as well, you would need to roll me a strength check.
Yeah. I am not I'm not in my element, which sucks.
I don't think any of us are.
I don't think anyone accounted for a sudden flood happening today, so...
Mm-hmm.
You did!
Redwood did. He brought a boat.
Just pulls up raft out of his ass.
Yeah, it's a magical item, that origami boat. Just toss it in.
His paper's a thing.
Redwood's prepared for anything. Except for cannibals, blight, trolls, snow, hail, rivers,
7.
everything we've come across.
7.
Da-da-da! You can try and swim. The DC for swimming right now isn't high. I will say that.
I would like to try and swim.
Okay, so strength check. You need to beat a 10.
11.
You start making your way. I would say you'd be able to make...
Am I able to dash while doing this? That would be 50 feet.
You would be able to dash, yes, which means that you could get across to the riverbank. You did...
I would like to, yes.
You move your arms and legs, small as they are, as quickly as you can across the water. I will say, as you see the water approaching quickly, Redwood, you grab your companion Chisel out from the water and pull him back. This torrent of water is surpassing the width of the riverbank. So there is approximately an extra 10 feet of water across the width of the riverbank that is coming your direction. 7.
Move.
Yes.
You are still in the water.
Yeah. I already used my movement as much as I can to get as close as I can. I already used my action to throw Chisel.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything I can really do with my bonus action.
No, I will say you cannot. This is all
I
just
figured.
straight action stuff. So,
Mhm.
the DC for swimming now is going to be raised to 15 because of the rapidly approaching water. There will also be an extra necessary dexterity saving throws for debris and the ice that is also falling behind the water.
Mhm.
You've had your preparation. What is it? What's up?
Well, shrub movement. Shrub has a 30-foot hover speed.
I would say
Hover.
so. This is a flood, which means that it is, it does not care for the river itself at the moment's height. It is just
I
going
was just thinking, could Shrub Jesus run the river?
I'm going to have to say no. Shrub could
Then
not.
Shrub's
Jesus.
going to take her little 15 feet and scooch.
Okay, so Shrub's going to scooch. She can roll these swim checks with advantage because she is being helped with your shape water. Come on, Shrub.
Strength check?
Uh-huh.
Shrub. Darling.
With
Baby.
advantage, that is a 6. Basically what ends up happening is that you get her in the water, she starts moving, and then gets just propelled maybe 2 feet, and then immediately is like, help! Help! Help!
Mage hand.
He already
Shrub,
used...
we've been over water training.
Here's the problem. She already had her turn. Redwood already had his turn. Shrub has 2 minutes before she begins to drown.
That's honestly a lot of time in combat.
Like, one good day.
2 minutes is a lot of time in combat.
2 minutes is a lot of time in combat. For now. So. Everyone has had their turns, including Shrub. The river rushes. The water quickly rises. You hear the sound of it moving down through the trees, picking up debris like stones, trees that have fallen, sticks, there are big chunks of ice that are also following. I'm going to need both strength and dexterity saving throws from everybody.
I have proficiency in both. Yay!
Nice. Shrub will be rolling these with disadvantage.
I rolled well?
You rolled very well.
Why?
So,
what?
Bevan, strength check 17, dexterity check 27. Redwood, strength check 19, dexterity check 22. Chisel, strength check 13, dexterity save 17. And for Shrub, 15.
12 and 5.
12 and 5, due to her disadvantage. Alright.
What was the DC for that?
Is this when Shrub dies?
For...
Not lower than 5.
Yeah, it is. So I will say, Chisel. The DC for the sudden water rapids was a 15. You don't take any hits from any of the debris, but you are taken away by the water. Everyone is submerged for a moment. Everyone has that moment of the water hits you, the wind is knocked out of you. As it continues to move rapidly down the banks of the river, you are able to pull your heads up, catching your breath. All except Chisel, who you can see his little hands waving around in the air as he's being dragged away. Shrub unfortunately does not meet the requirements for both the dexterity check and the strength check, which means she's going to take damage while also being swept away. Damage for debris from the river is 2d10.
Shrimp is 25 HP.
She takes 8 damage. Big chunk of ice smacks into her side.
Not the fox. I will set the world on fire. No more ice.
No more ice.
We call it
Global warming.
global warming.
My cat came in and scared me. Hi, Aslan. What are you doing, buddy?
I will drown your cat.
Do not drown my cat.
You are
Kill
going
his
to drown his fox.
Okay.
You were drowning more than my fox. You were drowning my child.
Shouldn't have made it so easy for me to do so. Anyways.
You put the
You
river
did
there.
that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways.
You made this encounter.
That's all, folks.
Hey, thank you for coming to Umaria. That's all.
That's all.
Everyone's dead.
You all... 7, Redwood, your heads are above water. Chisel, shrub, taken away, shrub, impacted by a huge chunk of ice from the initial breaking of the waterfall. Once again, moving rapid rivers. I'm going to need 7. Tell me what you are doing, as you are one of the people who can see above water at the moment.
So you said I see Chisel's arms flailing, correct?
You can see him. He has already, like, gone really far down the river.
So what Seven's going to do is then he's going to swim along with the current just to catch up to Chisel.
Since you are swimming along the current, catching up to Chisel, I will say that you can do the strength check with advantage.
Is it a check or a save?
Save.
18.
You begin moving down the river using its speed to propel yourself forward. I will need dexterity save for the debris.
25.
You move around through the debris with ease, avoiding all manner of things. You actually see a portion of a fallen tree, like, rapidly moving down, like a log just suddenly barreling down the river. As you
You're getting attacked.
I'm getting attacked by my cat, and it's making it very hard to DM. Aslan, I love you, but now is not the time.
He wants cuddles.
But you see this log, it basically, like, angle sweeps everything. Kind of like how on a platformer there's, like, a bar that comes through and sweeps things in, like, a semicircle. There seems to be, like, a rock or something that it impacts with as it sweeps, but you're able to just quickly dive under, swim out of the direction of the sweep, and you continue further down. I will say, with you swimming with the current, it will double your movement, so you will have managed to swim 70 feet. You can see Chisel, he is 10 feet away from you, but he is submerged underwater.
So that used my normal movement? Do I still have an action?
I would say that due to the I would say swimming would be considered an action here.
Okay. So then, let's see here. And he's 10 feet away?
He's 10 feet from you. If you suddenly pull a spell out of your ass that suddenly lets you grab him, I won't be mad.
I only have 3 spells and none of them could do that.
He jokes on you. He has extendo arm.
But yeah, I guess.
Cast leash.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to maintain my distance and try to get closer as we just. My turn.
It's like, I cast Stage Hook. Yoink. Alright.
I was looking through my items to see if I had anything that is 10 plus reach that would be a bit easier to grab onto, but no. Wait, how long? Like, how tall is a longbow in this world?
How tall is a longbow?
Not
I'm not.
not
I'm actually. Can,
far, not far
oh,
enough.
Not far at all, yeah.
It's like 4.5 feet, maybe.
it's 6 feet.
Oh, holy shit.
Not long enough though.
Still not long enough, but it's 6 feet tall, or
Nope.
6 feet 6 inches.
All right. So, 7. That was your
Hmm.
turn. You
Yep.
have Chisel 10 feet from you. Redwood, you're up. Your head is above water. You can see. You do not see Shrub. You see Seven quickly swimming his way, making his way down towards Chisel in order to grab him. Over 70 feet away from you. What do you do?
Fuck. If I can't see Shrub. Oh, shit. Could I just use up one of my bonus action wild shapes to transformer? I know it will go out immediately, but it'll give me some sort of flash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that, and I would say that would let you roll perception with advantage.
Good. Okay, cool. I need to find my cat.
Where's the damn fox?
Alright, 17.
You look out. You instinctively reach into yourself, calling on that druidic magic that ties you and Shrub together and ignite her. You see a sudden torrent of water go up from the sudden increase in temperature about in a diagonal way away from you 45 feet.
Fuck.
Honestly, you could probably make it.
I can
If
use
you're,
my
if you're
movement
swimming with the current, you should be able to catch up.
Can I move with it and cast Mage Hand?
What's Mage Hand's reach? Like, what's its casting distance? 30 feet? I would
I
say...
just have to close 15 feet.
Okay. Yes, so roll me strength and dexterity saves. Okay. You're able to start making your way across the water. However, you do take impact from several things of debris.
Okay.
I threw my dice! You take a total of 10 bludgeoning damage from debris.
Okay.
You feel you're beginning to swim using as much of the, not really fully resisting the river's sort of rapid water, but trying to use it as a way to sort guiding you in the direction of Shrub. Getting 15 feet. As you're moving, you feel large stones, boom, boom, hit you in the ribs. Unfortunately, impacting that one side that had been grievously wounded during the troll fight, so that will increase the damage by a d6. You take 5 extra bludgeoning damage against this aggravated wound. But you are close enough that you can cast Mage Hand.
I'm going to reach out with my hand and with a pinching motion just absolutely try to yoink Shrub out.
Okay, the Mage Hand will need to make a strength check.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
Ooh.
What does that do?
Yeah, if
Oh,
you could
give
please,
advantage.
if you could please read out what Tides of Chaos does for our audience here.
Starting at first level, you can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Once you do so, you must finish your long rest before you can use it again. Any time before you gain the reuse of this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a Sorcerer's Spell at first level or higher. Wizard for us. You then regain the use of this feature. So, by using this Reckless Abandon, I am giving myself advantage here, but I'm giving up the safety and stability of my magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer a probable chance of it happening. It is a will.
So you reach with your hand. Your hand glows, mimicking the glow of the mage hand that you cast from the distance. You don't. I think in this moment you don't actually pinch Shrub and pull her out. It is literally a full-on grab of the scruff and pull, because you are fighting water.
The claw.
You are actively fighting ever-moving water right now. You grab Shrub, you pull her out. Due to everything that's happened, she is soaked. Her fur has turned white. She is shivering completely, full body shakes, but you got her out of the water.
Okay,
At least
I can
she's
move her on my
alive.
next turn, but for now she is suspended above the water.
Yes. You've taken impact on your own. Mage Hand is concentration, correct?
No, it's
No.
not.
Oh, it's not. Okay, great.
That's the beauty of it.
Then excellent, excellent. I will say, roll me on your wild magic table.
Oh
That's
boy.
after a first level.
Oh
Mage Hand's a cantrip.
shit! Caught me with my pants down.
Quick, Redwood, use your first level spell. I want to see what happens.
Identify.
Identify the river.
It's a river. Shocker.
Oh shit.
You get
It's
the
hit by a
name.
log. This is a tree. Oak, to be precise.
This is the name the river will have in 100 years' time.
Identify.
So you pull Shrub out of the water. You have moved 15 feet to get in, so you had enough distance before needing to cast it. Chisel. You are currently fully submerged, being swept up in the rapids of this flood. I'm going to need another strength and dexterity saving throw from you.
Strength is a 6. Dex is an 8.
Okay, you are still.
I'm panicking.
You are not having a good time. You don't even get a chance to really see above, like, the surface. You can, like, you get close that you can see, like, the waves of the water as it's moving, but you can't get above that surface tension that's there. You, like, see blurry figures as you attempt to, like, you can't see. You don't have.
I can't see.
You can't.
I can't see or can't swim, so this is a fun time.
You see, like, you're managing to, like, get your fingertips out of the water so you can feel the cold air hit your fingertips, but you don't get higher than that in this moment. I will go ahead and roll for dexterity here.
Take it, maybe.
10 bludgeoning damage from debris.
I can
This is a
take
little tanky boy. He can take it.
You can take it.
I have the most HP out of everyone.
Indeed.
Chisel, you get smacked twice. You actually get smacked because your saves, unfortunately, were so bad. You get smacked on your legs, and you start spinning. Head, like, ass over tea kettle in the water. As you, so you are basically wrapped, like, if you were floating in space, just, like, free floating, it would literally just be, like, you flailing and trying to, like, stop your momentum, but being completely unable to. You can, I will say, you can try to roll me one more strength saving throw to see if you can at least get your head above water.
No.
I'm trying to save my fox, but my friend is also in trouble. I'm trying to come up with a plan.
I have 2 minutes worth of air.
He has 2 minutes.
I'm
Yeah, but we don't need you 5 miles downstream.
actually,
Okay,
I
I
have
am, like-
3 minutes. I have 3 minutes, not 2. So
We
I
don't
like-
need you 15 miles downstream.
I'm
no, don't.
like 10, 15 feet away from him as I'm swimming towards him.
Okay.
So I think I can handle Chisel.
You guys are pushed.
I would like to activate my headband
So you can
just
see.
so I can see.
Okay, I think you don't really.
I don't see much. It's just I see colors now.
You can see, like, I think if you get close enough to the water surface, you can see shapes, but you can't, like, but obviously, like, you're facing towards the sky whenever you're continuously flipping, so you can't really see anything. You see the occasional tree that you just suddenly rush past. You now, however, don't necessarily have disadvantage on your dexterity checks because you can see as things are approaching you, compared to before.
That's good. I think I have now disadvantage
Oh.
on strength checks, though.
That would actually mean that you got a nat 1 on your dexterity save.
Don't do this.
So you, instead of taking 10 bludgeoning damage, you do take 20 bludgeoning damage.
I'm okay.
I'm good, he says, with a wrinkled thumbs up.
That was...
I dropped from 71 to 51. I'm still okay.
Yeah, he's still fine, technically. Alright. More rumbling. The water moves faster. 7. What do? Your friend is 10 feet from you. You briefly see the tops of his feet, of like the bottoms of his feet in the water suddenly rapidly start flipping in and out of view as he spins.
I'm just gaining momentum now.
So, strength and dex real quick. Just get that out of the way.
15, 13.
Why is everyone rolling higher than me?
I don't know.
You're taller.
It's just
Fate was like, haha, this guy's shorter than everybody.
Shrub got a 5.
The little ones are having a hard time here.
The small ones are happy.
we are
That
not
is-
made for water.
So you are able to control your movement through the water. You do take damage from debris, though.
Okay, how much?
23.
Enough to kill you.
45.
11.
11.
At least it's not a not one.
Yeah, at least you didn't get double damage.
Fizzle's got this.
Yeah, so, I imagine it's only 10 feet. I don't have to use I can just use my basic movement to just swim closer, correct? Especially if I'm going with the current.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So when I do so, Devin's gonna grab on Chisel, hold him up so he can get some air. It's like, all right, little buddy, gotta hold on, right?
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
You
You
hold
alright?
you hold him above your head. I will say, the more that you hold him, you will be rolling your strength and dexterities with disadvantage. But Chisel, you will be rolling your dex checks with advantage, but your strength with disadvantage.
So what I'm gonna say is basically tell him to hold on, as I then pretty much let him grab onto my back like a baby gorilla.
I will protect him from anything that hits him in the back.
Yes.
You,
And then-
you are a meat shield!
I am fully ready on being a meat shield.
Okay, so then...
And
he-
then Devin is going to then swim diagonally to the closest shore. So using as much of the current as I can to speed us up and just ever so slightly making our way closer to the shoreline.
Didn't you... I would say that this would use the rest of your base movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that lifting Chisel would be an action, because he's unfortunately not an object. So, what's going to happen is this. Chisel, you will not necessarily need to make dexterity checks, but you will need to keep making strength saving throws in order to continue holding on to Seven. Seven, you are not only now balancing yourself, but you are balancing Chisel. So this will be at disadvantage, making this roll flat. Dexterity checks will be made with disadvantage due to the extra weight.
Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, you have good decks.
You do have good dex. Redwood. You see your friends are beginning to move down the water. What do? You have Shrub held up with Mage Hand.
First of all, I'm going to move Shrub to the northern side of the river, if I can get there with 30 feet with that spell.
You cannot.
I have...
It would probably take like it would at least take like 3 or 4 of those in order for you to push her across fully.
I have a question.
What's up?
Casey, you said Shrub has a hover, right?
You do have her above the water. You would not have been
You
able to.
can't just let her go and she'll just hover.
But that's only when she's using her fire form.
Then activate the fire form and let her hover.
Yeah.
She is now out of danger, basically.
She is out of the water.
And her fire form is not concentration, so even if you fail a dex save, it won't
Not
go
gonna
out,
lose her.
right? So,
The only
and then
reason
you could use other spells to try and help yourself.
The only reason that he wasn't able to do it before was because as soon as that was about to happen, you all, like, as soon as you guys had done what you needed to do, that water was going to impact you. So it
When
was
that
like,
happened before Shrub was dunk tanked.
yeah.
I know, but I'm talking about right now. You
Yeah.
can just
So I am, going to activate Shrub, light her up the fucking beacon in the sky. Get out of here. Go north. We'll meet you there. Just stay put.
Shrub doesn't waste any time. She quickly starts taking off in the direction of the bank.
All right. I'm going to free action, cancel Mage Hand, and I'm going to use Expeditious Retreat on myself.
That gives you increased movement speed, correct?
It allows me to use the dash action as a bonus action.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
and like higher movement too, I think. Right?
It's just a dash action.
It's just a
Ow.
dash.
Sorry, I'm used to Baldur's Gate where higher movement and dash.
Oh, wait, Expedition Retreat's bonus action can't do it this turn, because I activated Shrub.
So you
then
only have an
what
action.
can I do? I only have an action. I know I can use that action for. I'm gonna use Shape Water.
I would say that would give you an extra 5 feet of movement. Which is
Alright,
better
5
than-
feet, not cut off my current speed. I have a normal 35 foot, which gets reduced to
30. It gets
Well-
reduced to half, which if you dash, that's
17.5, so 18
Plus-
feet, and then plus the 5 feet uncut, 22 feet.
hey, you're almost as speedy as I am.
Yeah. So I'm going to use that and just, I'm gonna push myself towards the group.
Okay. So you're going in a diagonal direction like Seven is?
Trying to keep it with the group, because if I can't reach the party, I can't use any plans.
So make me that strength and dexterity saves, please.
Oh.
Why you suck?
I had a stupid question, but then I figured out the answer. I was gonna ask, why don't you wild shape into like a snake so you could just go
That's-
faster in the
unf-
water? But
Unfortunately.
the snake would get hypothermia very quickly.
Yeah.
Also, I can't have a creature with a swim speed.
No, we cannot. Snakes do
But
have
creatures already have a swim speed.
No, not every creature has a swim speed.
Every mammal has a swim speed.
Not in D&D, they don't!
This
Not
sucks.
specific swim speed.
Alright.
Imagine
You
being
moose?
bound by the rules of the game you're playing.
No. This is really bad.
Oh my god, I'm stupid. It goes the other way around. I can get things with a swim speed, not things with a fly speed.
Oof.
But I've
So we
already used
can't-
both of my wild shapes to save Shrub.
Yes, you did.
They do.
Fuck.
Now you're about to start drowning. As you have fully been submerged in water. Not only that, but debris is pounding into you. So,
Pinky.
you get 2d10 plus an extra d6 due to your injury.
Due to the fact I can't breathe.
Only 11 damage.
It's not too bad.
I am at 17.
Ooh.
You
You have
are
cure wounds, don't you?
due to the fact
What?
that you got a 3 on your strength check, you are very low beneath the water's surface. Water continues to move. You guys are pushed a little bit more. 7. Oh wait, sorry,
Yeah.
Chisel.
Hi! You keep forgetting about me.
Strength saving throw.
Honestly, I'd rather be forgotten about.
And this is with advantage. No, this isn't with advantage. That's a 6.
You latch on to 7 and then immediately are pushed off by the water. You try your best, your hands are cold, they're stiff, you can't get a good grip on his tunic. And all of a sudden, 7, you're sitting there, you're about to move, and then
What hell?
your companion is gone as soon as he had arrived.
The 3-minute timer reset once I got air in my lungs.
Mm-hmm.
We'll now need a dexterity saving throw since you failed your strength check.
And this is just a flat dexterity roll.
No,
Yep.
this is just
Because of sight, I
Right.
don't have to roll dex with disadvantage, so thank God, because that's a 14.
but that still means that you take damage.
Yes, but it's not a
harder and
6.
harder.
10 bludgeoning.
I am still okay.
Okay, you don't have to
Wait,
have a list of
I'd
those
like to-
races too, right?
I would like to preface this by saying I am actually not actively trying to kill the party. I am just
Don't listen to them.
Like-
Save us, please.
Always trying to kill the party.
Eli really wants to meet my backup character.
No. I quite enjoy the way that everyone's stories are actively going at the moment. I would prefer it if you guys didn't die because that would throw everything away.
These last 2 sessions have not shown that.
Save us, please.
Right.
Seven dies.
It's
See
saved
him.
by a
Good.
god.
So, Chisel, unfortunately I will say because you are unable to really get any sort of
I get pushed another 30 feet away.
You get pushed. I wouldn't instantly say it's 30 feet because you were holding on. I would say it's about again, it's if this continues, it would basically be like you grabbing onto 7 and then suddenly being forced to let go and then being pushed 10 feet further down the river. So you
I
are
still haven't used my action, right?
No,
I-
you just suffered consequences.
I just suffered.
Yes. So you can, if you would like, you can use your action to once again roll that strength to see if you can get your head above water.
Yes, please.
Then go ahead.
15.
Here we go!
I'm finally above the water.
You are now, your head is above water. Everyone, 7, you can actually see Chisel as he starts gasping for air, and everything. We, once again, Shrub is, again, moving even further and further down the water. She's fine. I would say she's considered out of initiative at this point, so she's just gone. Devin,
Chilling.
we're back to you, my friend.
Strength and dex. Cool. So
21 and 19, you're fine.
That's where all my luck keeps going.
same
Jared,
verse.
that's the brain cell.
Second verse, same as the first. Grab chisel. Back like baby gorilla. Swim.
Thankfully, I was only, 20 feet away?
10 feet. What you smiling
Alright.
about there?
I was looking at the memes tab for a second, and there's just
Ah.
what Casey had posted about developing into his stain. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat everything you just said of what you're doing.
Basically what I said. Second verse, same as the first. Swim over, grab chisel, on back like baby gorilla.
Hate to swim again.
Diagonal swim.
Alright. So you continue, you grab Chisel, pray to God this time he stays on, and begin moving down the river once more.
Mhm.
Redwood.
Okay.
Going to need that strength and dexterity check from you. Save, sorry.
14, 21.
You are still underwater, but you don't get hit by anything. You're actually... The problem is now for you at this point, it's not that you're unable to move, it's that the water's weight and everything else above you that's moving past you because you're so low makes an opportunity to surface almost impossible right now. You can at the moment, however, use your action to try and push your way past up regardless. It's just
Can I
like
use shape water to do that?
all it would give you is an extra 5 feet.
5 feet up.
That extra 5 feet. I hate you sometimes.
Just
I would say it would give you an extra 5 feet upwards, but it does not, do anything for you in terms of your strength save that you will need to make.
Okay.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Shape water basically lets you form any shape in the water. Why not form a dome around your head?
Because
Limited oxygen.
that's shape air.
Yeah, I was about to say
Fair.
it would also be shape air. That wouldn't work either because there's no air underwater.
There is air in water.
That's not the same.
Unfortunately, Redwood's not an
Good
airbender.
scientists have not figured out the air in water yet.
Just
That's a trick for Arc 3.
Chisel just starts bleeding, floating down the river now.
It's just the river has become red.
So if I use shape water, I don't get any bonuses to strength.
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to make the strength.
Okay.
16.
You begin. Order of events. Pushed under. You feel the crushing weight of things hitting you.
Reality. The
No-
crushing weight of reality.
No need to get existential on me already here.
We're all going to die.
You feel the impact of a couple of things of debris hit you in the side, further aggravating that grievous wound. Sorry, my eye is itchy. Further aggravating that grievous wound, causing you to get pushed even further under. You're not grazing the floor of the river by this point, but you're pretty close. So you are basically fighting odd currents, two of them very different, but either way, very cold water. And with one last push, you manage to just feel something, a rock, fallen over log that's been resting in the water, and use that as a springboard to push yourself up and resurface above.
Okay, and now that I can breathe, I can use that verbal component to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay, so you've
So
increased...
that I can start dashing.
Got it. Okay,
DC is also a first level spell.
okay.
So roll that table.
Yeah, if you could roll that table for me, my friend.
46.
What is-
46. You cast
Fireball.
levitate on yourself.
Oh!
And I can dash.
Just you start. How I'm now picturing this is Chisel and Fevid are just floating in the river and they just look up and see Redwood floating and walking on the
Jesus.
water. You are now Jesus.
This is where the origin of Jesus comes from in Umaria.
Oh, jeez.
Not actually.
A single ray of light shining down on Redwood.
Okay, so that is probably the most clutch chance roll you could ever fucking get for the situation.
I have a question. What's 43?
43. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Oh.
That would have worked too.
Yes,
That would've
but
worked
but he
probably
got
better.
he got levitate. So what is
Levitate
got
allows me
levitate.
to alter my vertical position.
Okay, so you now are. I would say you won't be able to change your position yet, but you suddenly feel a lot more buoyant than you did before.
And part
what
of
is
casting the
this?
Expeditious Retreat, I get a dash. And so I'm going to use my movement and my dash to try and catch up to party.
So you use your movement, you use your dash. You are pretty close to them now. You can see them 10 feet away from you. I am mind blown at the moment. This is absolutely wild.
That was the best thing that could have happened.
Oh my god, my face hurts.
Also, if you are the target, you can move up or down as part of your move.
Okay. Chisel.
Hi.
Gonna need
I need that strength save.
You need that strength save, yes.
Please hold on.
Oh.
Chisel, buddy.
Okay.
Chisel, buddy.
This is literally the worst possible scenario. For everyone who's listening at home,
I
our
got a nat 1.
lovely fighter got a nat 1.
I'm dead.
This is literally the worst possible scenario for you.
Did I make that death
if
save
he
too?
dies, we're going to his place. We have to turn around.
Do I have to make that deck save too?
I would say make that dex save.
14. It's not a nat 1.
No, but it's not great either.
I have 40 HP. I can take 20.
And you can only hold your breath for 3 minutes.
Yes. But also, Redwood is floating. He can literally lift me up out of the water.
That's
I
great.
can lift up to 300 pounds.
If I may.
I am a small creature.
Oh, sorry, 500.
So,
Yes.
Chisel,
Yes.
you get so close, your fingers just barely graze Seven's tunic for you to grab on. Seven, you feel a hand both caress your back, grab you, and then almost instantly let go and drag itself away. Everything,
Fucking hell!
you feel it instantly, but this time something in you makes you realize as your heart sinks as quickly as Chisel does, as you see a log barrel over Chisel, smack into him, pushing him further down, and a rock slams into his leg, pinning him on the bottom of the river.
My leg.
I'm in danger.
Chisel, you take an extra 11 bludgeoning damage. You are held under.
Oh boy.
Your leg is held underwater by a rock. It's not broken, but you are stuck. You
Thank
cannot
God.
move.
I'm just kind of happy that it's not broken. So I can now do stuff, right?
If you want to try.
Well, I have my Warhammer on. I'm going to leverage the tree off of me. Not the tree, the rock off of me.
I would say roll me strength, but you will be doing this at disadvantage because you are fighting against the river.
Strength save or strength check?
Strength check.
6.
You manage to get your hammer in there and you attempt to pry it, but the torrential force of the water pushing the rock into the river, and therefore, by extension, you, makes it almost feel nearly impossible to do so in this moment.
Hey, Eli.
What's up?
Action surge.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Hey, do it again.
4.
Still same result. No dice. Not happening.
I am now panicking.
All right.
Fate wants Chisel to die.
Seven.
I haven't even done anything to Fate.
I know
7.
you haven't. Yeah.
Your friend has submerged. You do not see him at all.
Time to dive down and find him.
Okay. I would say I would say go ahead and roll me the strength and dexterity saves. Are you still moving within the flow of the river?
I'm
Or-
not fighting it. I'm not going with it right now because I'm just not fighting it. As right now, I need to figure out where's Chisel.
16 and 15. Alright, you're fine on both ends. You manage to start making your way below the water surface and start swimming down. Perception with disadvantage.
Okay, good thing I have a +6. That's a nat 1.
Can we get like adversity dice or something? Because we're getting a lot of nat ones.
You guys are getting a lot of that ones. Holy shit. Unfortunately, you know what? You know what? Just because this is fucking hilarious, I'm going to give you a free inspiration from the Dungeon Master.
Yay! So I can reroll that.
Not now!
No.
Not now.
Advantage.
So you start
It's just
you start looking around, doing everything in your power to try and find Chisel. You even go as far as to nearly grazing the tips of your fingers against the floor of the river. But you don't see him anywhere. You think you do at one point, but you get closer and it is just a log that looks suspiciously like him from the distance.
And because of how my constitution modifier, I have to immediately go back up for air.
What is your constitution modifier?
0.
Oh!
why are you the one searching for me?
Because Redwood's concerned with a shrub right now.
He's
And
coming
until
towards
then-
you.
And until then, I was rolling pretty good right there.
So, you haven't used your action yet. Which
Yeah.
means that you can use it to make a strength save to push yourself back up above the water surface. If you are unable, you will need to make me a con saving throw to make sure you do not acquire a level of exhaustion. With a 20, you're fine. You manage to... So, you basically, what ends up happening is you see Chisel disappear, dive under, go as far below the water surface as you can before shooting yourself back up.
Mhm.
Using debris as like a springboard.
I'm gonna die here all alone.
Wood.
I know what I'm going to
You-
do.
You can see, as you approach closer to Thevin, he is panicking and is completely drenched as he has submerged himself in order to try and find Chisel. You do not see Chisel anywhere.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my action and bonus action to get the movement to get up to everyone. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. I'm going to make the light fucking bright red.
Right, so you're
What does
casting
that-
Fairy Fire. You need to roll a dexterity saving throw, but you will be rolling it with disadvantage, or
Or
you
you
can
choose to fail.
or you can choose to fail.
Well, Chisel has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I'm panicking, so I'm going to roll that dex save. That is a 10.
Does not beat my DC.
So you, Chisel, you're freaking out. You're trying to use your Warhammer to leverage, realizing that it's not working. You're holding on to it. The only thing that's keeping you in place right now is this rock that's got your leg pinned. Suddenly you look and your hand is glowing, kind of like how, like in an outline sort of way, like in our modern day, like a neon. So you're just suddenly also now glowing, causing you to probably freak out even more. Redwood, you look down in the water and you see a form rapidly flailing its limbs under the water. It's small. It's not any of the objects that got hit with the fairy fires as they're quickly moving down the river. It is, you can tell, it is Chisel.
Okay. Also, that takes up my action, so I can't use a Shape Water or Mage Hand or anything else.
But you have found him.
I am Jesusing in the river above Chisel.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Chisel!
Redwood floats.
Chisel, if you would please, go ahead and roll me strength save.
Modified 20.
Okay. You, even with disadvantage because you were pinned, you do
I forgot
manage,
about disadvantage.
you do manage to get your leg out from under the boulder. Now we're only a dexterity save because that boulder no longer has anything to keep it lodged in place.
21.
You see the boulder begin to push from the sudden force the water that you had wedged into like a stopping point. Quickly push yourself upward. I don't think you would make it fully to the surface because you are very low in the water. So you push yourself up.
Would I be able to grab Thevin's foot?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
I can push Devin down for you so you have a better anchor point.
I have an idea.
Sacrifice 7 to save Chisel.
No. I am mildly panicking currently. I've used up everything I've had. I'm gonna start praying to whatever god can hear me.
Roll me a
It's a free
religion.
action to cry or pray, I guess.
It is a free action to cry. That's also.
Religion?
I would roll religion, yes.
19. Or 15 if I have disadvantage due to panicking.
You reach out, trying, hoping for. Shut up, Casey. Hoping for someone to hear you. Your vision is beginning to go black as the dark starts to come in over your eyes. You've been holding your breath for a very long time, in and out of the water. You are freezing. I would say, in this moment, you feel something push you, forcing you upwards, rapid speed. And you guys watch as a very unelegant chisel flies out of the water and over the raging rapids.
Free Willy.
You guys just, it's basically, Chisel is actively starfishing. And when you spot him, it's like a slow motion camera. So you see his eyes are wide. He's got a hammer in one hand. He is upside down as he makes eye contact with you. And lands roughly across and away from the raging water.
Physically now shaking due to the now bitter cold.
Yeah.
But I'm alive.
You're alive. I will also need you, now that you are out of the water, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Oh.
You gain a level of exhaustion.
It pops up.
Oh, you also
Where is that?
you also take cold damage.
Fuck.
His toes gets frostbite. We're gonna have to amputate.
I hope not.
Take 8 cold damage.
It's not too bad.
All right, Chisel, you are out of the river, which means that you are out of initiative. 7, Redwood. 7, you're the only one in the water at this point,
Yeah.
but you are also pretty close to the riverbank. Ish.
Oh.
It's fine. I'll say you're like 5 feet. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna.
also have inspiration.
You do also have inspiration.
If it's fine, I ain't gonna waste it here.
Yeah.
I can
We
also
don't-
like give him a help action.
Yeah. So you basically, I'll say what ends up happening is Redwood, you reach down, you grab Seven. Heaven, you hold on as Redwood lifts you and carries you out of the water. Now that you both are out of immediate danger, I'm going to need con saves.
15.
Working on it. 13.
I
Redwood,
used up all my luck for today.
Redwood, you gain a level of exhaustion and you take cold damage. 7, you are fine.
Yeah.
Amazingly, you are fine.
The one who is almost in as much water for as long as I have is perfectly fine.
Well, to be fair, Thevin has like been living in the wilderness for a long time. You were sheltered in the mountain.
So you, Redwood, take 10 cold damage. But you...
I thought you were going to watch the Robin Pattinson one.
Someone got food.
Yeah.
Food delivery. I now have waffle fries.
I want waffle fries.
But you all are on away from the riverbank. Tired to varying levels. Cold from the water. But
Alive.
you're alive.
So much alive.
You're alive and you're on the side of the knotted rides.
So Thevin, taking off his bandanas just so he can just breathe properly, so he gets full breaths of air, just kind of look around, finds everyone, goes to Chisel, so he's passed down a little, deservedly so, as he kind of picks him up, brings him close to Redwood, and gonna try his best to start a fire.
Roll me a survival.
Better idea. Redwood
Oh.
uses his forest spirits to get dry fire.
Well, she's currently actively trying to make her way towards you guys. She is not with you right now.
Wild
No.
cunning.
Wild cunning, not shrub.
Oh, right, thank you. You cast Wild Cunning. Sprites.
To set up just a little camp with firewood.
Yeah, sprites quickly start moving. I think in this moment, your energy, even through casting this spell, clicks with them almost instantly as soon as the sprites are summoned. And they gather the necessary supplies to have a proper camp for all of you.
You're probably going to hate me for this, but is Wild Cunning a first level or above spell?
It is.
And Wild Magic.
Yep.
That's
That's all.
regained the use of the feature after that one stick.
But I'm still going to request a Wild Magic.
Okay. And it's just a d20? Yeah, okay. Not a nat 1.
What is a 16?
Not a nat 1. I have to roll a nat 1 if
Oh!
I drop
Oh,
the
okay.
shield. Tides of Chaos, because I got hit with the wild magic, I regain the shield.
Alright.
Which honestly is the best wild magic you could have gotten.
Also, I'm still levitating. It doesn't go away for 10 minutes.
So even though, basically what ends up, the scene that I am picturing here, Redwood is floating above the water, shivering like a leaf, cold, just glad that everyone is out and safe and alive. 7, you grew up sleeveless in these mountains.
Which I don't understand how he could do that.
Which is honestly impressive, if I'm going to be honest. So, you're fine, you're not cold, but you are tired. Not to the same extent as Chisel, who is passed out on the floor of the forest.
I almost drowned. I think I deserve a nap.
You do deserve a nap. Oh, I'm not saying you don't. But you all are...
Redwood, Mind coming down with the rest of the common folk?
I'm not in the most control of this. I can get like 5 feet off the ground, but I can't go lower.
Oh.
I can go higher. I think.
Do you
Well,
want?
might as well get away from the raging rapids.
Well, yes. I didn't plan this.
Aye,
I
aye,
meant
aye.
to just move faster, and somehow I'm in the fucking air.
I see. I can understand that, Redwood. But currently, where you are right now, the water is right below your feet, and we have no idea how long it's gonna last.
So I would say right now, on the map for my players, where the E in the name of the main coyote range, where that tree is there, that is where you are at the moment.
That E or that E?
This right here.
In the E and the of the
Oh,
main
you said
range.
you only said the E in the main coyote
Yeah, there's
range.
4. There's 4 E's in that name.
But you also start to hear the sound of someone panting as Shrub finally appears, still on fire, using it to keep herself warm at the moment, as she runs to meet up with all of you guys. And then quickly, as soon as she arrives, she says nothing as she just curls up into a ball on the campfire and just sits there.
I think Redwood, like... Well, she's curled up into the fire. I was going to pick her... You know what? I've got cantrips. I'm going to pull her out of the fire and bring her close.
She's
Because I can't... I'm still hovering.
Yeah. You bring her close, using her as part of your warmth. She doesn't hurt you, because she's an extension of yourself and your fire. But she is warm. That's all you can ask for
Very
at the
warm.
moment.
It's just very warm.
Eventually, your levitation, I will say, does reside, and you do land gently on the ground. It's not like, hey, levitation's done, and your fingers snap and you fall on your ass.
That would have been
It does
fun.
say it brings you down softly when the spell ends.
Oh, great.
Honestly, that would have been funny. Just
But
fun.
you land. It is very clearly closing in on night. And you're all alive. And I think in this moment that feels very gratifying for all of you who are awake. And after how stressful that is, I would say this is a perfect place to end the session for today.
Yay, we survived!
You guys survived!
I pulled so much shit out of my ass.
The levitation was the most clutch chance roll ever.
Oh, yeah.
So,
First wild magic roll.
yeah, first
Nice.
wild magic roll of the campaign, too.
Didn't get turned into a potted plant. Awesome.
Yes.
We don't need to recreate the story of Minth in this world. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Chronicles of Umaria, Chapter 1, Shadow Falls. This, as always, you can watch these later on our channel, on our YouTube channel, 20-Sided Archives. You can also follow us on Spotify for the session episodes only, and follow us on Instagram to get updated for when we go live. Next week, we will be doing an In the Margins section, discussing everything that has happened these past 3 episodes, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye!
Goodbye.